Hello everyone, welcome to TIC. This is Kushal and today we will be looking at the third question of the series best time to buy and sell stock. So how is this question different than the previous two questions? In the first question, we were allowed to do only one transaction and get the maximum profit. In the second question, we were allowed to do as many transactions as we want. In this question, we are allowed to do only two transactions. Let's quickly look at the question. So we will be given an array of stock values. And we need to get the maximum profit. As we discussed, we are allowed to do two transactions. So they have also given a note that you may not engage in multiple transactions at the same time. You must sell the stock before you buy it again, right? Okay, let's see what we need to do. Let's look at a few examples first. So for these values, if you buy the stock at 0 and sell it at 3, and again buy it at 1 and sell it at 4, the profit will be 3 plus 3, 6. If you try any other combination, the profit will not exceed 6. So we saw these values in previous problems as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for these values, if we buy the stock at 1 and sell it at 5, we will get the maximum profit 4. So for this example, we do not even need a second transaction. Only one transaction will give us the maximum profit. And for these values, 7, 6, 4, 3, 1, no matter how many transactions that we do, we cannot get any profit as this forms a decreasing sequence. Alright, coming to the solution. So we are going to try to follow the pattern that we followed in the first question. If you haven't watched that video, I insist you watch it first. Alright, so we'll be having an integer array in which we will be storing profit, and we'll also be having two variables called minimum price and maximum profit. So in the beginning, we will be starting at our 0th index value 3. So at that point, the minimum price will be 3. Now let's look at the profit. If our value is 3 and the minimum price is also 3, the profit at that point will be 3 minus 3, 0. And we'll also be putting this value as our maximum profit. Now we come at our first index, the value still remains 3. So we do not need to update our minimum price. Also the profit will be 3 minus the minimum price 3, 0. At index 2, we do have 5. As 5 is greater than the minimum price 3, the minimum price doesn't get updated. Now, the profit will be 5 minus the minimum price, 2. So we need to put 2 over here, and also our maximum profit will be updated as 2. Now we come at our next index where the value is 0. As 0 is lesser than our minimum price, the minimum price will be updated with 0. What about profit? Are we going to put 0 minus 0 over here? No. So what we need to do is we need to take the maximum of this value and this minus this value. So here we are going to put the maximum profit value 2. As the price remains same at the next index, we will put the maximum profit over here as well. At our next index, we do have value 3. So the profit will be 3 minus the minimum price 0, which is equal to 3. Now the profit is 3, which is greater than our maximum profit. So first we will be updating our maximum profit to 3, and then we will put maximum profit here. Alright, at next point, 1 minus 0. So the profit is 1, which is not greater than our maximum profit. So we will be putting this value over here as well. Last index, the value is 4. So 4 minus 0, the profit is 4 this time, which is greater than our maximum profit. So first we need to update our maximum profit to 4 and then put value 4 over here. Alright, so we were able to form an array by going left side to right side. Now we will be forming another array in which we will be going from right side to left side. Also, one of the variable has changed. Min price has become a max price now. Alright, so as we will be starting from our last index, we will put our max price as 4. And this time we will be calculating our profit as the max price minus the current price. So 4 minus 4, we will be putting 0 over here. Now we move to our next index where the value is 1. As 1 is lesser than the max price do not need to get updated. What about profit? So for calculating the profit, we can do 4 minus the current price 1, which is 3. So in the beginning, we will be updating our maximum profit to 3 and then putting the maximum profit value over here. Alright, so coming to our next iteration, we are at value 3. Now, as 3 is lesser than our maximum price will not get updated. What about profit? So the profit will be 4 minus 3, which is lesser than our maximum profit. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this maximum profit and put it over here. following the same pattern, we'll be filling the whole table. So after we are done with both of these arrays, what we need to do is sum the values at the same index. So 0 plus 4, 0 plus 4, 2 plus 4. So the value which is the maximum is our answer. Let's pick one of the 6, this one. So what this means is if we do our first transaction within this range and second transaction within this range, the value will be, the profit will be 2 plus 4, 6. I hope the logic and approach was clear to you. If you still have any doubts, that will be resolved while we code this. Alright, so in the beginning we're going to check for some edge cases. If my prices array is equal to null or prices dot length is lesser than 2. If that's the case, we're just going to return 0. Okay, let's quickly initialize the two array that we discussed. Integer array of left profit is equal to new integer. The size will be the length of prices, right? Okay, just like that. Right profit array is equal to new integer prices dot length. Okay, we also needed two variables, right? Integer minimum price. Let's initialize to integer dot max value in the beginning and integer max profit. That will be integer dot min value in the beginning. Okay, now we can start iterating through the array. For integer I is equal to 0, I is lesser than prices, length I plus plus. The first thing that we're gonna do is update the minimum price. Min price is equal to math dot min, the current minimum price, and the value at index I. Okay, after that we will be updating our maximum profit is equal to math dot max, current maximum profit, and the value at I, prices at I minus the minimum price. Okay, so whatever the maximum profit that we get, we will be putting to the left profit value. Left profit of I is equal to max profit. Okay, so now we will be starting to fill our right array. Alright, so for the right array we're gonna need a maximum price, right? So let's quickly initialize maximum price. In the beginning it will have the value integer dot min value. Okay, we also need to reinitialize our maximum profit because that will have some previous value from the previous iterations. Okay, now this time our for loop will start from the last index. So integer I is equal to prices dot length minus 1, which is the last index. It will go up to 0th index, I minus minus. Okay, so in the beginning we're gonna check max price. Integer max price is equal to math dot max, the current max price, and prices of I. Okay, after max price we'll be checking for maximum profit. Math dot max, the current maximum profit, and here the formula for max profit will be different. Max price minus current price. Alright, so whatever the value we get for the max profit, we're gonna put it into right profit. Right profit of I is equal to max profit. Alright, so now we're gonna get a value called maximum and we're gonna initialize this to 0. What we need to do is we're gonna have to sum all the indexes and get the maximum value, right? So for integer I is equal to 0, I is equal less than prices dot length I plus plus, max is equal to math dot maximum of current maximum and left profit I plus right profit of I, and in the end what we need to do is return the maximum. Alright, so this seems to be alright. Let's try to run this code. Okay, integer dot, oh okay, we have already defined this variable, so that'll run. Prices, sorry about that. Okay, let's quickly submit it. Awesome, so our code is faster than 99% of the solution. Let's quickly discuss the time and space complexity. As we are iterating through the array twice, 2 for making the other arrays, and 1 for getting the sum, the time complexity will be 3n. So O of n. What about space complexity? As we are storing n values in 2 arrays left and right, the space complexity will also be O of n. So I guess that is all for this video. Thank you everyone for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.